Well, it's time for the Texas Bucket List Bite of the Week, and this week we made it all the way to Odessa to try a unique restaurant with some sensational sliders and far-out fries. We're at the Curbside Bistro. When it comes to finding unique food stops in the Petroplex, I've been looking far and wide to strike it rich. But as soon as I stepped into the Curbside Bistro, I could tell this stop had something special.
It is very unique.
It's like best kept secret.
Everything about this place is just delicious.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. People love to eat here.
Alejandro Barrientos and his wife Stephanie are the foodies that founded the Curbside Bistro back in 2014. But this business is a far cry from working in the oil field. Alejandro knows firsthand.
Being in the oil field, you kind of have some downtime, start seeing what you want to do, your passion for it. And I've always had a passion for barbecue. And it was until I started researching you can make your own barbecue sauce. You can make your own barbecue rubs. And I was like, that is crazy. So I started experimenting and I started cooking.
After attending culinary school, Alejandro took a leap of faith and started out in a food truck. Those closest to Alejandro were somewhat encouraging.
We told family and friends, hey, we're opening a food truck. And like, oh, that's awesome. What kind of tacos are you gonna sell?
Turns out tacos weren't what was on his mind. Instead, he wanted to create crazy concoctions of serious sliders and freaky fries full of flavor. It wasn't long before folks were fond of his food truck, but the next step would be even bigger for Alejandro and his wife.
You want to take this leap of faith with me? She goes, yeah, let's do it. So we both kind of quit both our jobs and dove headfirst into this and haven't looked back.
Had to be pretty scary.
Oh yeah, it's very scary. You go from knowing you're gonna get a paycheck every Friday, benefits, stable job to, we don't sell these burgers we don't eat, but no risk, no reward. We knew something was calling us into it. God was moving us and opening doors for us, and we knew this is what we had to be.
His most sought after slider, the Tejano Borracho.
It's a blended mushroom patty, topped with pulled pork, kicking bourbon sauce. We gotta have a little alcohol in there. Fried jalapeno corn fritter, cilantro ranch, queso, and all sandwiched in a brioche bun.
Holy moly.
This slider is so sensational, it made its way all the way to New York City.
And that one actually won us the James Beard Foundation competition where we went to James Beard House in New York City.
Representing Odessa.
We had to represent West Texas.
Let's go cook a drunk Texan.
There you go. Awesome.
Alejandro starts off with a patty that's 70% beef and 30% mushrooms.
This is our Tejano patty.
Okay.
You see the mushrooms in there?
Yeah. What kind of mushrooms?
This is a mix of portobellos and button.
Okay.
See, nice. The portobello gives it a nice meaty flavor, and the white button ones, it holds a little bit of that oil a little bit better. The whole thing with the whole mushroom was sustainability. So usually when people think of like a mushroom patty, they think of it dry, not flavor. It's like, no, we want to do the complete opposite. We want to give you a really good flavor, and you don't even think it's a mushroom patty. Wow. All our sliders come to an order.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you get two.
Yeah, you get
Oh,
two.
okay.
We're gonna get started with our corn fritter.
Okay.
These are the ones that I'm telling you get me in trouble because if I come to an order and every once in a while I'm like, hey, throw one extra for me, or throw two extra for me. Yeah, they're still so good.
While the sliders sizzle up, we got started on my side.
Wait till you see the buffalo fries, you're like, oh, this is awesome.
Fresh marinated chicken is battered and fried while fries are topped with cheese, the chicken, cilantro ranch, and buffalo sauce.
This is ridiculous.
Wait till you see the slider. The small-sized burger is topped with pulled pork, bourbon barbecue sauce, fresh jalapenos, pickles, some cilantro ranch, the jalapeno corn fritter, and a bit of jalapeno queso.
Holy moly.
There you go. That's a drunken Tejano right there.
Well, Alejandro has hooked us up with one insane plate. The buffalo fries are overstacked, the sliders are trying to hold things together, and somehow we're going to devour this. And now I gotta figure out a way to get all this in my mouth. That is amazing.
I come for this and I don't deviate.
That marinated chicken with that house-made ranch and buffalo sauce just takes things to a whole nother level.
We always get the full order, because they go big or go home.
Now I understand why the buffalo fries are so popular.
I don't share. I get the full order, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, and I do this once or twice a week with my husband and without.
I guess we should go ahead and slide on into the sliders. Beautifully done sandwich.
Never has one bite provided so much fantastic flavor.
There's so much going on in this thing. Like, you literally have to sit here and get it all.
It's just good food.
Excellent flavor. The mushrooms add a nice little hint of that earthy taste. The pulled pork, incredible. But then you get a little sting from the fresh jalapenos, a little bitterness from the pickles, but then you get in that jalapeno corn fritter and it just gives you crunch and flavor. And then the queso. Yeah, this seems to be the type of meal that I would make around 2:30 in the morning.
You can't get this food anywhere else in Odessa.
As you sit here eating a Tejano borracho, just can't help but sit here and think, ay, 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 canta y no llores.
If you're in Odessa and you don't eat it, that's your loss.
Well, if you're a fan of rich flavors that bring out the biggest and boldest tastes that we love here in Texas, come in here to the Curbside Bistro in Odessa is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
I cut my teeth in the restaurant business here in Odessa, and for a lot of like young culinarians, they want to go to Austin, Houston, you know, or go to big name chefs. And I said, no, I want to make this my home. This is where I was born and raised. This is where I got my family and friends. I want to represent, you know, Odessa and show them that, hey, we can be just as good as those guys, or not better. And I wanted to show young culinarians that are getting their start in culinary school that, hey, you can make it here too. You don't have to go to these big cities.
So he makes us Odessans proud. You know, West Texas guy is making his mark, putting us on the map, you know, which we already are, but, you know, it's just for this.